This is the Bookshelf Challenge, where I challenge myself to read all the books on my bookshelf. All right, just got done reading another book. This was Nightmare Hall number 10, entitled Sorority Sister. So once again, I've read a book from the Nightmare Hall series, which was this horror anthology series from the 1990s, which was all set at this one particular college, written by Diane Ho. This one is about a sorority sister, of course, and her sorority is being targeted by this unknown person who, wants to screw with them. I thought this was pretty standard for the Nightmare Hall series. It was an interesting enough of a book to read, but ultimately it just, it's just a regular person doing crazy stuff like putting garbage in the refrigerator, releasing a bunch of ants, spraying their plates with insecticide so they all get sick. And then, the conclusion was just a regular person. I'm hoping that they'll have more with the supernatural element as the books go along. I plan to read all 29. This is, number 10, so I've still got 19 more. I'm hoping they'll get more supernatural stuff in instead of just a regular person who's, committing crimes because, they got a screw loose. And then it's revealed at the end. I'm hoping for a little more diversity in the upcoming books. Anyway, this one was okay. And I guess one of my favorite parts about it was you had this character, once again, just going in and out of the house. So they have to have these disguises every time they show up. So they pretend to be an exterminator to take care of the ants. And then they spray the plates with insecticide once they're there. They pretend to be a motorist who's got a cloth over his face because he broke his nose because, his car hit a tree, so they could get in and release the ants and various things. And I don't want to spoil it, but it ultimately was like, what was the point? This was someone who lived in the house anyhow. What was with all the, she pretends to be a hairdresser at one point. It's like a pretty elaborate disguise. So you thought it'd be something interesting, but it's sort of, like I said, someone who lived in the house. So it's like, why does she need to go through all that elaborate stuff? She had access to the house anytime. The only thing it does is make it look like someone from outside was doing it. But anyway, like I said, standard one. They have one character from the original first issue from Nightmare Hall who apparently moved out of Nightmare Hall. And like how I like to keep track of the characters who reappear and appear in these books. So it was like, oh, so now this person's not in Nightmare Hall. That's interesting. But then she moves back in by the end of the book because she couldn't deal with the crap that was going on at this sorority house. So like I said, that's it for that. Let's get another book. 36, 33, 34, 35, 36. Ooh.